What's up, everybody? So, today I'm going to give you an easy tip to make your dumbbell presses more effective for your chest. Alright, so dumbbell press, we all know they're great, right? But they have some shortcomings, obviously. So, a lot of people say they don't feel it that well or they don't get that much range of motion. We're going to address both of those things. So, I'm going to use a prop. I'm going to use this Diet Pepsi bottle to mimic a dumbbell, okay? I'm going to use this hand. I'm going to show you. When people are doing their dumbbell press, I'm going to do it vertically. You could do it. Obviously, it's going to look like this in real life or on an incline like this. But it looks like this, right? When they're dumbbell pressing, they're coming down, it looks like this, right? Simple enough, right? Well, here's the problem with that. The dumbbell is getting pulled straight down by gravity into your hand, into your forearm. What's the problem with that? Well, the chest pulls horizontally. It doesn't pull up and down. It pulls horizontally. And actually, there's been a trend of people doing their dumbbell presses like this. They rotate the wrist inwards, so when they press, it actually goes into their shoulders and it goes towards their midline. And so what happens is the weight is actually converging into them on the eccentric, which is the opposite of what it should do if you want to target the chest. And so they're doing this, right? And there's just one thing you could do to make it more effective. When you're coming down, and pay attention, you come down and you just tilt your wrist this way and you let the weight pull like this. Now, basic. This is basic, okay? When the dumbbell is like this, it's pulling straight down. But when you tilt the dumbbell like this, now it's pulling down. But it's pulling your arm away from you. So when you pull down, it's pulling the arm away from you. And the weight is moving away from you on the way down. It's creating more distance from your shoulder joint. It's pulling on your chest more. And it's more disadvantageous, harder, more. You get more range of motion because instead of hitting yourself like this, you tilt it and you have more range of motion because the dumbbell moves away from you. So more range of motion, more torque, and yeah, that's simple, right? Just tilt the dumbbell. And then when you're coming up, you rotate your wrist back inwards. You regain that lost leverage. Do the concentric, pull it inwards, converge inwards, and you come down, right? Come down, and then you just do that. And it pulls the dumbbell away from you. It pulls horizontally. The dumbbell tilts horizontally instead of just pulling down. Now the dumbbell's being pulled away from you because of the way it's tilted. And that way, you get more stretch. And that's all that matters, right? In the lifting world, all that matters is stretching, tension. You know, they like to say that tension is more important than stretch. Well, with this method, you should get more stretch and more tension and more range of motion and everything. The only problem is you might not lift as much weight. And if it so happens that you can't lift as much weight, guess what? Lower the weight. There you go. There you go. If you were gonna ask me what am I gonna do, I can't lift as much. Lower the weight. That simple. And I don't want to hear any bullshit about why you can't bring it below your shoulder. Well, if you do what I'm telling you right now, you'll be able to bring it below your shoulder. And yeah, and that's actually how you're supposed to do a fly press, by the way. I know people are doing more fly presses, but they just turn it into like a wide grip dumbbell press where they just bring it away from them. But you want to tilt the dumbbell. Tilting the dumbbell is what gives you that horizontal movement. Instead of pulling down, it pulls away. It pulls your forearm away from you, away from your shoulder. It creates distance. And that's all there is to it. Simple tip, guys. And if you don't believe me, just do it. And then get back to me and tell me if it made no difference. And I will apologize to all of you for lying. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to apologize because what am I going to apologize for? I'm right. Anyway, guys, see you later.